Welcome back to our channel Respect Education. Now we see question number 5, that is, draw a circle of radius 6 cm from a point 10 cm away from its center. Construct the pair of tangents to the circle and measure their lengths. Verify by using Pythagoras theorem. So here, before constructing this construction, here I divided the space into two parts. Here I would like to do the construction, and this space is for steps of construction. Here let us see what's to be done first. Here the first step is that draw a circle of radius 6 cm with center O. So first let us draw a circle of 6 cm radius. So first we take 6 cm. See, this is 6. It indicates 0. Right. Measuring which yes, this is 6. With this radius we need to draw a circle. Right. A circle of radius 6 cm is drawn. So this is center O. Now the step number 2 is from a point 10 cm away from its center. So here we write, take a point P. Take a point P which is 10 cm away from the center O. So here, from here we will measure 10 cm. So here it is. This is the required point P. The next step is that join OP. So let us join it. So next step is join OP. Next, draw perpendicular bisector to OP. Draw a perpendicular bisector to OP which meets or bisects it at a point M. So here we need to draw perpendicular bisector. As you know, to draw perpendicular bisector, here take OS center and radius more than half of OP. More than half of OP. One arc is above the line OP, another one is below the line OP. Now take the center at P, taking P as center. Draw two more arcs which cut the previous arcs. First one, here is second one. Now let us join these 2 points. Right. Let's join them. Here you see this point is very important because where we are going to take M. This point I am saying, that is capital M. Now next, taking M as center, taking M as center and PM or OM and taking PM or OM as radius, cut two arcs on the circle at A and B. See here, now we need to take either PM or OM. In fact, both are the same because M is the perpendicular bisector. See, this is OM or this is PM. With any one of these, we can cut two arcs on the circle. One arc is here and another arc is here, right? Now let us label this point as A and this point as B. Now the next step is join PA and PB. Join PA and PB. Hence they both are the required tangents. Hence PA and PB are the required tangents. They are the required tangents. So here let us join finally PA and PB. They are the required tangents. With this construction gets completed. But the thing is that here the question is that measure their lengths. So we need to measure the length of PA and also PB and verify it using Pythagoras theorem. So here the major thing is left. That is what here we need to do measurement and then verification. So first let us complete the measurements now. Here on measuring, well, let us do it in verification. Okay, right. So let us complete here. Let us do verification. Here first we are going to verify, means measure PA. Here we find PA and verify using Pythagoras theorem. Here Pythagoras theorem, for that what we need to do, join OA, right, and also OB, O to B, right. Now here as we know, angle at A is 90 degrees because the angle between the radius and the tangent is 90 degrees. Here also angle B is also 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Right. As we know here OA is given as a 6 centimeter. We have drawn with which a circle. And OP, this is 10 centimeter far away from O. And we need to measure AP. So that AP should be how much, you know? PA should be, actually Pythagoras theorem says OP square equal to OA square plus PA square. So PA is under root this OP square minus OA square. This is what we need to verify. And one more thing is we need to do same for the PB also. Here PB should be under root OP square minus OB square. Right. Let us verify how far it is correct. Right. Now here let us measure PA now. P to A. Hope you are finding this clearly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. PA is 8. Right. So let us note down here. PA we got 8 centimeter. Let us verify how far it is true. It is under root OP. OP is already measured earlier. It is 10. So it is 10 square minus OA is already we have taken at the beginning of the construction 6. So it is 6 square. So on simplification this is 100 minus 36 under root. This is 64 under root. Under root 64 is nothing but 8. So here we got 8, here also we got 8 centimeter. Now let us measure PB. On measuring PB, right, here hope you are able to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 PB. P to B is 8 centimeter. Clear? So PB is 8 centimeter. So let us verify using Pythagoras theorem. OP square is already 10 square minus OB square already measured earlier 6 centimeter square. So this is as usual 100 minus 6 square is 36. We need to take under root, that is root 64. Root 64 is nothing but 8 centimeter. Right. So here with which we got PA, we got 8 centimeter even by using Pythagoras theorem also. here you can write using Pythagoras theorem. Here also same, using Pythagoras theorem, we got the same result. So here we can write, therefore PA is equal to PB is equal to 8 centimeter. So here you see given measure their lengths are measured. Verify by using Pythagoras, it is verified. So here we can write, hence verified. With this construction 5 gets completed. Now let us see question number 6, that is, construct a tangent to a circle of radius 4 centimeter from a point on the concentric circle of radius 6 centimeter and measure its length. Also verify the measurement by actual calculation. Let's divide the page into 2 parts where one of the sides can be utilized for steps of construction and other one is for construction. So here in this place I want to do construction. Here the first step is that draw, step 1 is draw 2 concentric circles. Draw 2 concentric circles of radii, one is 4 centimeter and another one is 6 centimeter respectively, whose center is, or we can say with center O. So here let us take 2 measurements, one is of 4 centimeter, another one is 6 centimeter. See here it is 0 to 4, these dots are for 4 centimeter, and here 0 to 6, this is for bigger one. So here let us draw the smaller circle first. Yes, it is 4 centimeter. So here I am drawing a circle with the center 4 centimeter. Right. Now with this same center I am going to measure 6 centimeter. This is 6. Right, it is 6. With the same center I would like to draw so we got 2 concentric circles. Now what we need to do here is we need to take a point on the bigger circle. So let us consider a point here. For example, here we take it as point P, where the center is O. Right. Let us mention the same in the steps. Take a point P take a point P on the bigger circle or outer circle. From which we are going to draw two tangents. Before that we need to join OP here. Join OP, and then we need to draw a perpendicular bisector to OP. Draw a perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector to OP which meets or bisects it at M. So now here first let us draw OP. Draw OP. Okay. Now we have to draw perpendicular bisector, for which taking O as center and more than half of radius, more than half of the length OP can be taken as radius. One arc is above the line, one arc is below the line. Now let us take P as center. With the same radius, cut two more arcs which cuts the previous arcs. Right. Now here let us join these 2 points and this one. So here let us join it. See, this perpendicular bisector meets or bisects PO at a point, so that is the point M. Now here what we need to do? Now taking M as center, taking M as center, either MP or OM as radius and MP or OM as radius. Cut two arcs on the smaller circle, at A and B. Now here with this, the tangents, drawing of tangents can be completed. See here, taking M as center. Now you can take radius as either MP, here you see this is MP, or MO. So taking M as center, cut two arcs. See here on the smaller circle, here one arc and here is other arc. Now let us consider these points, this point as A and this point as B. Now join PA and PB. Join PA and PB, hence PA and PB are the required tangents. So here let us join PA and PB. This is A, this is P. Join. PA is joined and also PB. Right. They are the required tangents. Here the main thing is what is left, that is also verify the measurements by the actual calculation. For that we need to join OA also. Let us join OA. OA is joined. Same way join OB2. O to B. Right, it is joined. Now here we are going to do verification. Here the verification is that already we know angle A is 90 degrees. Similarly angle B is also 90 degrees. Angle between the radius and the tangent at the point of contact is 90 degrees. So here our task is to measure PA. PA is to be measured and it should be verified using Pythagoras theorem, that is from triangle OAP. If you apply Pythagoras theorem, PA is equal to, here you can write using Pythagoras theorem. PA is equal to under root, here hypotenuse is OP, minus here the other side is, one of the sides is OA. So these two values have to be equal. Same way here we should do PB also, and same using Pythagoras theorem. PB is under root. If you want PB, OP square minus OB square. So let us check them how far we got the answers. Here we are going to measure the values. Let's measure PA. It is 4.6. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4.5. The next term is 4.6. And measure PB2. P2B. Same 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. Next one 4.6 it is. So here we can write here this is 4.6 centimeter and PB also 4.6 centimeter. Now here using Pythagoras theorem, let us find this value. Under root OP is already we have done earlier. The measurement of OP is 6 centimeter. It is, this is 4 centimeter. We have measured, using which we have drawn the circles also. So this is 6 square and this is 4 square. 6 square is 36 and 4 square is 16, with which we get root 20. Root 20 can be written as 2 times root 5. So this is 2 into 2.236. 2.236. So we can write around 2.3. So on measuring we get this is 4.6 centimeter. Similarly, same for OP square is same. OP is 6 square and OB is also 4 square. OB is also 4 because the same radius. OB is also 4. So here this is the same 36 minus 16. This is under root 20. So this can be written as 4 into 5. Root 4 is 2. 2 into root 5. That is 2 into 2. Actually that is 236. But here we can make it okay after one decimal. If we make it, then it will be 2.23. That is also 4.6 centimeter. Right. Now here clearly we see PA is 4.6 and this PA also 4.6. Means our calculation using Pythagoras theorem and actual calculation, we got both the same values. So here we can write hence verified. With this problem number 6 gets completed. Now let's see question number 7. It is, draw a circle with the help of a bangle. Take a point outside the circle. Construct the pair of tangents from this point to the circle. Measure them. Write conclusion. So here, before starting the construction, now here let's take a bangle. Here it is. So with the help of this bangle, I want to draw a circle. Hold it tightly. Yes, remove the bangle. This is what we have drawn, a circle. Now consider a point outside it. So here I take the point, it is P. Here the thing is that we do not know the center of the circle. That is the reason here it is asked to draw a circle with the help of a bangle. Using help of a bangle, you are drawing circle with the help of a bangle. The thing is that here the center is not known. So we have to find the center first. Let us see how to find the center. Before that, I would like to add the steps of construction till here. So first, draw a circle with the help of a bangle. With the help of a bangle. Next one is, take a point P outside it. Take a point P outside the circle. We can write outside of it. Right. Here the main thing is that now we are going to find the center of the circle. Here it is very easy. Follow the steps carefully. Here we have to draw two chords. You may draw parallel chords or intersecting chords. However you want, you can draw. Let us draw two chords, for which here I select one point, that is called A, on the circumference, and here I am selecting another point, this as B, and here I am taking somewhere, okay, anywhere we can take. It's not compulsory that here and there. So here I am taking, that is C. Now first I join AB. That means AB is a chord. After that, I would like to join here BC, or you can draw AC also, it's not a problem, okay. So only thing is that we have to take two chords. However we want, it is up to you. So right now, if we bisect these two chords, that means if you draw perpendicular bisector to AB and also to BC, they meet at a point that is nothing but the center of the circle. So here let us write the same as this step. Here we can take that, draw two chords, namely AB and BC. Next, draw perpendicular bisectors. Draw their perpendicular bisectors which meet or intersect each other at a point, that is O, which is nothing but the center of the circle, which is the center of the circle. That means here we have to draw two perpendicular bisectors for AB and also BC. First I am drawing for AB. Here I am taking B as center and radius more than half of AB. Here one draw below AB and one draw above AB. With the same radius, by taking A as center, I cut the previous arcs. This one and this one, right? So let us join them first. So here let us join these 2 points, this one and this one, so that we will get perpendicular bisector of the chord AB. Right. Now here the same procedure even for BC also. Now I would like to draw perpendicular bisector for BC, taking B as center and radius more than half of BC. Right. So here I cut above BC and then below BC. Same way with the same radius, I am taking here C as center, which cuts the previous arc. Okay, which is not cutting, so just I am extending once again from B. Yes, and this side also let us extend. Okay, now here let us join these 2 points. Here I would like to suggest you that better, when you have drawn perpendicular bisector of AB, better you join those arcs. That's what just I have done. Then only you draw perpendicular bisector for BC, or else what happens, you may confuse to join which arcs. To avoid that, let us draw perpendicular bisectors individually. Hope you understand. If you do not do that, what happens, there are so many arcs with which you may be confused. Okay, here where both of them they met each other, they intersect each other, this point, hope you are understanding, where both the perpendicular bisectors of AB and BC, this is nothing but center of the circle O. If at all you want, you can measure OA, OB and OC. Definitely all the three are equal. See here I am measuring, this is OA, same way here I am showing you, see, OB, same way here OC also, OC. See, we get the same circle as we have drawn with bangle, right? Just I am not drawing, just I am showing you, right? Now here as usual, for this circle we have to draw tangents from the point P, so that here join OP, this is O and P. So now from P we are going to draw tangents. So let us mention the same here. Join OP. Draw perpendicular bisector to OP, which meets it or which bisects it at a point called M. Right. Now let us draw perpendicular bisector to this OP. So taking O as center and radius more than half of OP, right, let us cut one arc above OP and one arc below OP. Same way here with the same radius, taking P as center, cut the previous arcs here, this one and also this one, right. Now here let us join both the points. this point and also this point. By joining them, we get the perpendicular bisector of the line OP, right? So here let us join it. Here you observe this point is very important where it intersects OP, right? So let us consider this point as M. Now what we need to do here, taking M as center, taking M as center, MP or MO as radius, and MP or MO, or you can add OM also, MO as radius, cut two arcs on the circle, cut two arcs on the circle. Yet let us take 2 points now. Let us consider them as here T and T dash. So afterwards we can join PT and PT dash. Join PT and PT dash. Hence PT and PT dash are the required tangents. So here taking M as center and radius either PM or MO. See, I am taking M as center. Here I measured PM, or you can take it as MO also, both are equal. So taking M as center, let us cut two arcs on the circle. Here is one arc and here is another arc, and let us label those points as, this point can be taken as T and this point can be taken as T dash. So now let us join PT and PT dash. So here P to T, P and T. So join and extend it. Similarly PT dash also, this is T dash, right, and this is P. So PT dash also join and extend. So here PT and PT dash are the required tangents, and here the thing what is left, measure them and write the conclusion. So here on measuring, we got PT is equal to how many centimeters, and PT dash is equal to how many centimeters. Let us measure now. So here let us measure PT first. From P to T, you just observe carefully. Here it is 7.1. Observe here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.1. After 7, 1 mm. PT dash also we measure. Measure PT dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 after 1 mm. So 7.1. So here we got PT as 7.1 centimeter and PT dash is also 7.1 centimeter. Now here he asked us to write the conclusion. Let us write the conclusion that, so two tangents can be drawn. Here let us write the conclusion. First, here how we found the center. If you observe carefully, here you understand how we get the center. This is the perpendicular line drawn from the center which bisects the chord. Same way here this perpendicular line bisects the chord drawn from the center, that will bisect the chord. That means here if you observe carefully, this is midpoint of AB, this is midpoint of AB. That means if it is midpoint and that is 90 degrees perpendicular, then they both are intersecting at O. That means here in other words we can say perpendicular drawn from the center bisects the chord, and the midpoint of the chord which is perpendicular, that will be passes through the center. The midpoint of the chord which is perpendicular, the line which is perpendicular, that will be passing through the center O. So here we can write that by bisecting AB and BC we get the center O. So we can write the conclusion: on bisecting chords AB and BC we get, here I am moving little bit up, okay, to make you visible. We get the center of the circle, O, right? And here, as we know the remaining steps we have mentioned here, how we got the these tangents and all. And finally, on measuring we get PT and PT dash both are equal. PT is equal to PT dash. That means the lengths of tangents drawn from an external point to a circle are equal. So here we can give the conclusion in this way. So with this we can write here, hence this construction gets completed. We can write hence proved. So here with this construction, that is this problem number 7 gets completed. Now we see exercise 9.2, question number 8. In a right triangle ABC, here ABC is a right triangle, a circle with a side AB as diameter, let us consider AB as diameter, and we have to draw a circle to intersect the hypotenuse AC in a point P. This circle intersects AC, hypotenuse is the AC, so it intersects AC in a point P. Then we need to prove that the tangent to the circle at P, if we happen to draw a tangent through P, then that will bisect the side BC. So this tangent what we have drawn at P, that will bisect the side BC. So here in textbook this is the given diagram for this particular question. So let us solve it using this diagram. So here let us start the solution here. From the given figure, we can write that, observe carefully here, this angle is equal to this angle. So it is mentioned in the diagram that these two angles are equal. So here we can take, for example, this as small a, this will be small b. So here we can write from the given figure, given angle A is equal to angle B. Now observe the triangle PQC. Triangle PQC, in which two angles are equal? Which kind of triangle it is? It is an isosceles triangle. So that if two angles are equal, then the opposite sides, their opposite sides are also equal. So we can say that from triangle PQC, the sides opposite to equal angles, means here PQ is equal to QC. Observe carefully, since A equal to B, the side opposite to B is PQ, is equal to the side opposite to A is QC. So we can write PQ is equal to QC. Let us take it as equation number 1. Now you observe the circle and the point Q. Q is the external point, and here PQ and BQ, these two are the tangents drawn from an external point. So here we can write that also PQ is equal to BQ. The reason is that since the length of tangents drawn from an external point are equal. Based on this reason, we can say PQ is equal to BQ. Let us consider it as equation number 2. From 1 and 2, we can conclude that, observe carefully here, PQ is equal to QC, same PQ is equal to BQ. So here we can say BQ is equal to QC. BQ is equal to QC. When BQ equal to QC, it indicates that the tangent bisects BC. That means here the tangent at P bisects side BC, bisects the side BC. You see what we need to prove? The tangent to the circle at P bisects the side BC. Here we got. So here we can write hence proved. So with this problem gets completed. But here you need to understand a small thing, that you understand the question, you read the question carefully. Here nowhere it is mentioned that in the adjacent figure, or nowhere it is mentioned that the figure is given. So what we need to understand, that this diagram may not be given in the examination. And that too, one more thing is that here it is mentioned angle A equal to angle B, so that our proof become very easy. Is it clear? Here it is given clearly these two angles are equal. It is mentioned in the diagram, using which we have solved the proof very easily. But the thing is that in the examination it is not guaranteed that this figure will be given. We need to draw the suitable diagram for this question. In fact, we need to prove A equal to B. Now let us see one more method. Without diagram means, here if the figure is not given in the question, we are going to draw the figure and we are going to prove how A equal to B, with which we are able to solve this problem also. Now we will see that method also, right? Now let us draw a suitable diagram for this question. So let us draw a circle. For this circle, AB is the diameter. So consider AB as the diameter. To show it as diameter, let us take center of the circle O on the line AB, so that here AB is the diameter for the circle. In fact, ABC is a right triangle. So let us draw right triangle. Right, here is C. ABC is a right triangle. Here the circle intersects hypotenuse AC. That means here 90 degrees is there at B. Hypotenuse AC in a point P. So here you see this point is P. Through the point we have to draw a tangent. So here let us draw a tangent through the P. Yes. So consider this point as P. Now this tangent bisects the side BC. For example, here let us consider this point as Q. Now we need to prove that the tangent bisects the side BC, means Q is the midpoint of BC. In other words, we can say we need to prove BQ is equal to QC. That is our target. BQ is equal to QC. So given triangle ABC is a right angle triangle, we can write a right triangle in which angle B is equal to 90 degrees, and a circle with center O, a circle with center O whose diameter is AB, whose diameter AB intersects AC in P, intersects AC in a point P, in P. Now here what's to be proved? To prove, we need to prove that the tangent which is drawn through P bisects the side BC. So we can write that PQ bisects BC. To prove PQ bisects BC. In other words, we can say Q is the midpoint of BC. Midpoint of BC. That means it is enough to prove BQ is equal to QC. So let us set a target, that is target 1. BQ is equal to QC. If we are able to prove BQ equal to QC, then this proof will be completed. For that, we need to do a small construction. Here the construction is that join BP. So here let us join BP. Join BP. Now let us start the proof. Here we need to understand that our target to prove BQ is equal to QC. If you observe carefully, Q is the external point and QP and QB. In other words, we can say BQ and PQ. These are the tangents drawn from an external point, they are equal. That means we know these two are equal. The logic is that, the reason is that the tangents drawn from an external point are equal. Now, we need to prove, actually our target is that BQ is equal to QC. Just now we know that BQ is absolutely equal to PQ. Now it is sufficient to prove these two are equal. If we happen to prove PQ is equal to QC, then automatically PQ is already equal to BQ. Therefore BQ equal to QC will reach the target. Now here we can set the second target as, let us select the second target as, here PQ should be equal to QC. PQ is equal to QC. If we happen to prove that, then definitely we will get BQ is equal to QC also. For which PQC should be an isosceles triangle, in which if two sides are equal, then their opposite angles are also equal. As we need to prove these two sides are equal, it is sufficient if we prove A is equal to B. In fact, angle A equal to angle B. If we happen to prove angle A equal to angle B, then automatically here PQC will be an isosceles triangle, in which the sides opposite to the equal angles are equal, so that we can say PQ equal to QC. So angle A should be equal to angle B. Is it clear? For that we are going to move now. If we get angle A equal to angle B, we can close the problem. Now, so that we will reach the main target. Now what we need to do here is, as we know BQ is equal to PQ, let us consider these angles as, this angle as some C and consider this as some D. Now we are going to start the proof. We know that the tangents drawn from an external point are equal. So here we write that PQ is equal to BQ, since the reason is that the lengths of tangents drawn from an external point, are equal. That is the reason here we can say PQ is equal to BQ. Now you see, from triangle PQB, since PQ equal to BQ, we can say their opposite angles. For PQ, opposite angle is angle D. For BQ, opposite angle is angle C. So we can say angle C is equal to angle D. Let us take it as equation number 1. The reason is that since BQ is equal to PQ, right, from which we have taken angle C equal to angle D. Now let us understand one more thing here, that since AB is the diameter, angle P, this is the angle in the semicircle, this is clearly 90 degrees. Angle P is 90 degrees. That is angle in a semicircle, because here AB is given as diameter. Now here let us mention it. Since AB is diameter, we can say angle APB. In short, I am writing angle P equal to 90 degrees. Because here angle in a semicircle. It is angle in a semicircle. Now let us do understand that here what is APC? For this let us write the reason. Since angle in a semicircle. Angle in a semicircle. Now let us see here. What is APC? APC is a straight line. In fact, it is hypotenuse. That too, it is a straight line. So here we can say 90 plus C plus A equal to 180, because here this is the straight angle, right? So we can write, since APC is a straight line, we can write that 90 degrees plus C plus A is equal to 180 degrees. It's a straight angle. Now here C plus A, in fact it is angle C plus angle A is equal to 180 minus 90 is 90 degrees. Let us take it as equation number 2. Now let us come back to the triangle PBC. Now consider from triangle PBC, in which let us apply angle sum property. That means angle P plus angle B plus angle C equal to 180. Angle P plus angle B plus angle C equal to 180. So here this is by angle sum property. In short, I wrote ASP, angle sum property. Let us substitute the values. Here in this triangle, angle C means C, angle P means C plus A. Angle P means angle C plus angle A, plus angle B. See, in this triangle angle B is angle D, angle C is angle B. So I am writing angle D plus angle B is equal to 180 degrees. Now since from 2 C plus A is 90, so let us replace, in place of C plus A, replace C plus A with 90. So here it becomes 90 degrees plus angle D plus angle B is equal to 180. It is the reason, since from equation number 2, since from 2. Now on simplification, angle D plus angle B is equal to 180 minus 90, 90 degrees. Clear? Now let us compare here from equation 1, angle C equal to angle D. So let us replace here angle D with that angle C. So let us write here from equation 2, from 2, we can say that in place of D, we can in place C, angle C plus angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Let us consider this as equation number 3. Now we came to the conclusion. Compare equation 2 and equation 3. Observe carefully here. We get that angle C plus angle A. In short, C plus A equal to 90, C plus B equal to 90. So from 2 and 3 we can say, from 2 and 3 we can say C plus A is equal to C plus B. So let us cancel the same quantity both the sides. So here we get angle A is equal to angle B. Here you observe, when two angles are equal, it will become an isosceles triangle. The sides opposite to the equal angles are equal. For angle A, opposite side is QC, is equal to, for angle B, opposite side is PQ. So we get PQ equal to QC. So here we get PQ is equal to QC, right? PQ is equal to QC. Now, so from, let us give this equation as some Roman number 1 and some Roman number 2. So let us conclude it. From Roman number 1 and Roman number 2 means equation number 1 and equation number 2, we can say that PQ is equal to BQ, same PQ equal to QC. So here left hand side parts are equal, therefore right hand side parts are also equal. We can say that BQ is equal to QC. So here this is what we came to the conclusion, that when BQ is equal to QC, we can say that PQ bisects the side BC. So here we can write hence proved. Hence proved. Here I would like to give you a summary. It's very simple. It may be looking a little bit lengthy, but it's very easy to understand. First, let us consider the circle, and here one right angle triangle, and the circle intersects the right angle triangle hypotenuse at a point P. Through P we need to draw a tangent. Then what we need to prove? PQ bisects side BC. Now it's very simple. Our target is to prove BQ equal to QC. Already we know BQ is equal to PQ, because these are the tangents drawn from an external point. When these two are equal, it is sufficient to prove PQ equal to QC. Now our target is to prove PQ equal to QC. Let us see how to do it. Since this is the angle in a semicircle, that is 90 degrees, so clearly C plus A equal to 90 degrees. So let us write in short, C plus A equal to 90 degrees. Let us enter this triangle, in which D plus C plus A plus B is 180 degrees by angle sum property, in which already C plus A is 90. So D plus B is also 90. D plus B is also 90. Clear? Now here we know BQ is equal to PQ. So angle D equal to angle C. So let us replace this angle D with angle C. So this will become C plus B equal to 90. Now compare these two. C plus A equal to 90, C plus B equal to 90. So that C plus A equal to C plus B. So we can say A equal to B. When we get A equal to B, so that we can say PQ equal to QC. It is an isosceles triangle. Just now earlier we said that PQ equal to BQ. Just now we got PQ equal to QC. So on comparing both of them, we get BQ equal to QC. Hence here the tangent bisects BC. In this way we can get the answer easily. Now let us see exercise 9.2, question number 9. Draw a tangent to a given circle with center O from a point capital R outside the circle. This point R is outside the circle. How many tangents can be drawn to the circle from that point? So here let us use apparatus. So to draw the circle, so we are going to draw a circle using compass. Okay, so consider this center as O. To make you clear visibility, I draw once again on the boundary line. Here is the circle. Now let us consider a point R outside of it. So here I am taking point R. Now from this point we need to draw a tangent. So let us see how to draw a tangent from an external point. For that, the first thing what we need to do is join OR. Join OR. It is joined. After joining it, we have to draw a perpendicular bisector to the line OR. So here, at the same time, better we can write the steps of construction also this side. Steps of construction. First one, draw a circle with a center O of any radius, because here radius is not mentioned, of any convenient radius. Convenient radius. Right. Now take a point R outside of it. Take a point R outside of it, means outside of the circle. Outside of it. Next one is join OR. Third one is join OR. Now next step is that we are going to draw a perpendicular bisector to OR. So here draw a perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector of OR. So here now we are going to draw a perpendicular bisector of this OR. The process is that take R as center and radius more than half of OR. So here let us consider it is approximately more than half of OR. So here consider R as center, then draw one arc above the line and below the line. Right. Now with the same radius, take O as center. Take O as center. Cut two more arcs which cut the previous arcs. One is above the line and another one is below the line. If you observe carefully, here these two arcs are met. These two arcs are, they did not meet. So here we can draw, we can extend it. Yes. Now let us join the points of intersection of these arcs. So let us join them using a scale. On joining, you have to keep focus on this point. This is very, very important point. That is the perpendicular bisector. Now label it as, label this point where this perpendicular bisector intersects this OR. Take the point as M. M. Take it as M. Now here we can write, draw a perpendicular bisector of OR which intersects at capital M. Now taking M as center and either MO or RM, because M is the midpoint here. Here MO, distance between O and M, distance between R and M both are equal. So you can take any one of them as radius. So let us mention the point here. Taking M as center, taking M as center, comma, either RM or OM as radius, RM or OM as radius, cut two arcs on the circle. Cut two arcs on the circle. Let us take those points as let us take them as T and T dash. Right? Let us do it now. So we take M as center. I am taking here M as center. Either OM or MR, both are equal here, you see. MR, because here M is the midpoint. MR and OM both are equal. So here taking M as center, cut two arcs on the circle here, that has T, and here this one has T dash. So here let us see, for our convenience, here I am showing the arcs again clearly. This is one of the arcs and this is the other arc. So take this point as T and it as T dash. Now here we are going to join RT and also RT dash. So here I am joining RT. This is the one of the tangents, and the second one RT dash. This is the another tangent. This is how we can draw the tangents to the given circle. Observe carefully. This is the one of the tangents named as RT, and this is the another tangent which is named as RT dash. This is how we can draw tangents from an external point. So here let us conclude these steps here. 5 steps over. The sixth one, here I am writing, sixth one is that join RT and RT dash. Join RT and RT dash. They are the required tangents. Are the required tangents. They are the required tangents. So here the question is that how many tangents can be drawn to this circle from this point. Here clearly you can observe how many tangents are drawn. RT is one tangent, RT dash is the second tangent. So here we can draw, you can write the answer here as in place of how many. In place of how many, we just replace how many with 2, number 2. 2 tangents can be drawn to the circle from the point R. So here one more thing we need to understand, that we can do the verification just by measuring them. The lengths should be equal. See here, R to T, here I am measuring, it is 25 centimeter with this scale. Same here, RT dash also see 25 centimeter. That means here we can write here it as verification, or you can say justification also. What you need to write here is RT is equal to 25 centimeter, RT dash is equal to 25 centimeter, therefore RT is equal to RT dash, hence verified. With this, the problem number 9 gets completed. If you feel this video is helpful to you, please like, share and subscribe our channel. And please do not forget to press the bell button so that you will get the notifications from our channel. Thank you very much.